Hello everyone, this is Katie with Homeschooling for His Kingdom. Welcome. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. We usually talk about homeschool topics on the channel. I've been homeschooling for quite a while. We've got Zach, Taylor, and Julia. Zach is in 7th grade now, and Taylor's in 5th grade, and then Julia's in 1st grade. A lot of times too, I will come on if the Lord has something that He wants me to kind of share or explain. He's been teaching us a lot lately, and so whenever He nudges me, I like to just come on and talk about whatever it is. And so it's His channel. I want to make sure it's helpful and encouraging. That's my heart, is if you are feeling led to homeschool by the Lord, that whatever information maybe that I have gleaned that is helpful, or what maybe hasn't worked for me, I like to share that with you guys, just be vulnerable with you, and hopes to help you along your journey of homeschooling as well as following the Lord. So anyways, today I felt like to just kind of give an update on the scholarship for Florida. I do have a video that's out there already on the PEP scholarship, but I just wanted to come out and let you guys know that it's open right now for applications if you haven't applied for it yet. One of my friends has already applied and gotten it, praise the Lord. So and then another viewer had mentioned that they did get the scholarship and they were wondering if they could use it for a laptop. And so that got me thinking, you know, I wanted to use it for a laptop as well, but I couldn't quite remember if that was a yes or no. And so I called today and I wanted to share with you, there's like an 18-page document on the website that will really help you. So if you're a Florida viewer and you haven't applied yet, you can go to this website. It is stepupforstudents.org, and just apply for all of your children that you'll be homeschooling. It takes a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, maybe an hour or two, depending on how many kids you have. You have to upload like their birth certificates, you know, your proof of income, different things like that, proof of residency, the standard stuff, but it's worth it. And so right now, if you have applied, it's not taking too long to get funded, or excuse me, not funded. It's not taking too long to get accepted from what I can tell, but the funding won't happen usually, she said, until the fall. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're wondering about a laptop or other information, like what can this scholarship be used for, when you're on stepupforstudents.org, normally, if you've already applied, you'll go to your dashboard, like your private site on their site. But if you're just looking for what can and cannot be used, you're going to stay on the main website. And here's the steps to get to this 18-page document, okay? So you go to stepupforstudents.org, then you click scholarships on the left. And then under that, there'll be a personalized education box, and you click that, and then scroll all the way down. And at the bottom, it'll say helpful document. It's like the 4th one, I think, on, like, it goes from left to right. So I'm trying to do it backwards so the camera will take it the proper way, but anyway, just read from left to right. It's the 4th one over, I believe, if I remember right. Click on that and download it. It's amazing. So I printed it off just to have for my own purposes, but it has so much. There's policies and procedures about it, instructional manuals, you know, what you're allowed to purchase, basically. If you need pre-authorization for something, some things they need you to get pre-authorized before you purchase it, but it doesn't look like everything is that way. So you can have things like electives, like music lessons, art lessons, foreign language, sewing supplies, woodworking. Looks like all of that is approved. Museum admission passes, zoo admission, library memberships, tickets for things like musicals, orchestra performances. I mean, they list it all out, very detailed. Homeschool, home classroom furnishings, so like desk, chair, storage. It looks like all these things that they are allowing you to submit for. So it's really a really helpful list. Supplies, writing utensils, crayons, math tools, tape, calculator, paper. Learning manipulatives, I thought this one was really cool. Legos, blocks, marbles, basically tactile toys that you can help learn with. Water table, play kitchen. I mean, go for it. It looks like that's under the learning and manipulative section. they go into, they talk about software for like Microsoft Word and so forth. It says under this, it says, educational software subscriptions. The following items are eligible for single-use student pricing only. Reimbursement for multi-user access subscriptions will be prorated to only cover the student's cost. Okay, so like if you're going to be using it and the student, you know, just be honest that, hey, it's going to be split. I will be using Microsoft Word too, but so will my student, and so they know how much to reimburse you guys for. And I'm not an expert, I'm just reading it, and that's what it appears to me to be. So please take your time, look through here. It's got curriculum, policies, which ones you can purchase, tuition and fees for eligible private school. Yeah, so just take your time, go through here. What I wanted to get to also was the back. So this is page 15. This would answer the person's question about the laptop. So it says ineligible items or services. So this is what the gal told me on the phone today. She said, Katie, go to page 15 and it'll list a bunch of things that are called ineligible, she said, but the laptop is a gray area. That's what she literally said. She said, so you could still try. And how do you try? She said, go to page 18. So this is a list. I even highlighted it just so I wouldn't lose my space. Laptop is one of them that are ineligible. There's a bunch of things there that they call ineligible that they just have a hard time saying, okay, this is gonna be for school purposes only. But she says on page 18, the last page of the document, there's this form. She said, just fill it out and tell us why you think the laptop would help your child learn. Well, obviously it can totally help your child learn with writing. We use it all the time, actually. My kids and I, especially in their writing program, to, you know, I open up Word document and they're typing away. You can also use it, we use it to learn how to type. We did like Type Racer and other programs like that. You could do ABC Mouse on here. You could do a lot of things, but also a laptop, of course, can be used for other reasons. So I think that's why she called it gray. Just tell her basically why and how you're going to use it. And it has a lot of detail here, the cost, the place of purchase, date of purchase, and so forth of what you're planning to do. So I would submit page 18 before you go and buy it if you're absolutely needing reimbursement. But if you just need it and you can afford it, go for it. But she said you could submit this prior to purchasing it just to see if they would be able to reimburse you for it. Okay, and I also said, well, when can we start using the funds? I said, because, you know, this is a 2024-2025 school year. Do we need to wait till the school year begins, like in August or September? She said, no, actually, if you get approved, as soon as you get approved, she said you can start using it for like summer camps and things like that. She said the catch is two things. Wait till you're approved. She said, make sure to wait till you're approved before you start getting your receipts and saving things about purchases over the summer. And then she said the funding or the reimbursement will probably not be available until the fall. So just be aware of that. Just make sure you don't need to be reimbursed right this minute. She said you'll know when the reimbursement is available on your, like the portal side, your private login side. It'll show up on your dashboard, I guess, as to the funds that you have available. And then I called back in because I forgot to ask the details on the reimbursement side. So when you do submit something and it is approved, I said, how do you get, you know, paid back essentially for the item? And so you go to, if you're interested to follow along, or just you can figure it out, it's not that hard. But you would go back to the main site. If you have an expense reimbursement, then you would go to the same thing. You'd go left on the scholarships button and then the personalized education. You go all the way to the bottom again, but this time you click on parent handbook. And this time when I called back, it was a gentleman and he said, I think it was like, it's a 27-page document. I think it was like 15, 16, and 17. Those pages in there were talking about how to submit for reimbursement. And I'll be honest, I didn't read it in detail because we haven't gotten that far yet for us. But it looked pretty straightforward. Stuff like remembering your receipt, probably putting the date on it and things like that. So it looks like it'll be pretty straightforward to get your money back from the scholarship. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. And again, if you haven't applied for it, please do. It can be for all grades, kindergarten, as far as I understand, through 12th. And it's open still. I asked her, you know, is it still open? The first gal I called, and she said, oh yeah, we've just been, I think she said, out for about a month, and it's even more funding this year than last year. And so they should be able to award even more families in Florida. So I hope this helps you and blesses you, and I hope you guys are having a great week. I'll talk to you later.